Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
A house in Inkster explodes in an instant.
The impact hit me, and it kind of blew me back.
A man inside when it happened.
He was burned pretty bad.
Now we're learning about what work crews were doing in the neighborhood in the moments leading up to the blast. That man was rushed to U of M Hospital in Ann Arbor to be treated for severe burns. Glad you're with us today for Local 4 News at 5. I'm Devin Skillian.
I'm Kimberly Gill. The explosion happened right around 10 this morning at a home on Penn Street. That's right in the area of Beach Daly and Michigan Avenue. Pamela Osborne has been live on this story since it broke. Pam, DTE crews were working there at the time that this happened.
Kimberly, that's right, and those DTE crews are confirming that they were doing some routine construction in the area at the time of the explosion. If you take a look around at this scene, you'll notice quite a few investigators remain here trying to get to the bottom of what caused that explosion that completely destroyed this home and sent one man to the hospital with serious burns.
It was just a lot of smoke, a lot of sirens real fast.
He could have died, and I was just so glad there wasn't nobody else in the house.
John Agnew says the explosion that blew this house off of its foundation also nearly knocked him off his bike. He was riding down Penn Street and started recording seconds after the boom. The smoke quickly turned to flames.
When I first seen him, he was on fire.
You see the fire extinguishers? Agnew says he saw DTE workers using those to help the homeowner, who fire officials confirm was on fire following that explosion. He survived. We blurred his image, but here he is with severe burns to his legs and arms moments before he was transported to U of M Hospital.
Right after the loud explosion, there was like a sulfur smell in the air.
Witnesses say DTE crews had already been on the scene in the area doing work prior to the incident. While they don't yet know the cause, Chief Chuck Hubbard says one thing is clear.
It's obvious the house blew up. That's obvious.
And the part of the investigation where they gather information or clues from inside of that house must be wrapping up, because on the other side of what's left of that property is a construction vehicle. They are starting to take this home down right now. 2 DTE workers were evaluated at the scene for injuries. One of them sought further treatment for minor injuries. DTE tonight saying that their thoughts and prayers are with that man who is now in the hospital recovering from some pretty significant burns. Reporting live tonight in Inkster, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
That man is blessed to be alive today. Looking at that video, Pamela, thank you, and we'll check back in with you for the news at 6 o'clock. Our other top story tonight, Michigan State Police are executing search warrants today in the disappearance of Dee Warner.
Warner last seen in April of 2021 at her home near Tecumseh in Lenawee County. She hasn't been heard from or seen since, and now the search shifting to a new location, and that includes a golf course in the town of Tipton. Rod Maloney live in Lenawee County for us. Any insight yet into what set off this new search, Rod?
No, Devin, there's nothing at all. In fact, the family was surprised today when the phone call came in about 10 minutes to 9 that they were going to be out here today. Check behind me here. This is Shanks Golf Range in Tipton Township, and believe it or not, out behind here is where investigators spent a lot of time today. We're talking MSP, we're talking DNR, and other local first responders out here to help out with this search. Michigan State Police hit about half a dozen locations out here in Lenawee County, mostly farmland like this off of Onstead Highway and M50 in Cambridge Township by that township hall. It came as an unexpected surprise to Greg Hardy, brother of Dee Warner, who has not stopped looking for her after all this time.
It seemed to be the most intense on specific areas, if you will, that we've seen since October 11th of 2 years ago. Yeah.
He told us MSP used ground-penetrating radar provided by Consumers Energy. He said they also had cadaver dogs in the fields as well. There were 2 fields just a stone's throw from Dee's home where investigators spent most of the day.
So we're hoping that the Michigan State Police, who seem to be putting a serious effort into it, can materialize something for the prosecutor.
Now, Michigan State Police haven't said much about their investigation other than confirming that they are indeed looking for Dee Warner. Greg says he's buoyed by this activity because he felt the early investigative efforts by the local sheriff's department weren't sufficient. Still, this entire ordeal has been very difficult on the family.
An emotional roller coaster for the family, right? And that's the hardest part. I personally am kind of prepared for nothing out of this. But the family obviously gets up hope, right? Or gets very hopeful.
Now, Greg told me that he's been in touch with MSP and says that he believes that a couple of detectives from the Special Investigative Unit have been on this since they took this case over back in August. So he is remaining hopeful, even though he realizes that this could end up being pretty much a dead end. There has also been a lot of civil court activity over the probate estate. Greg has been trying to get his sister declared dead for quite some time in order to cope with some of the civil case part of this, but we'll have to keep an eye on all of it. Devin, back to you.
So how's the community reacting to this activity they're seeing?
This is a very close-knit area, Devin. It's farmland. All of these people know each other out here. And as you drive down the highway, you will see signs that say "Justice for Dee" virtually in every field. And you can see them lined up back to back on some houses. And so you get the impression that this community is very happy that these police are out here today.
Yeah, because it's been such a long time ago this all began. All right, Rod.
Yes. Well, efforts to make parts of downtown Detroit so-called gun-free zones was back today in front of City Council. And while the issue was up for debate and public comment, it still faces a very uncertain future. Sean Lay is live in Greektown for us tonight. Sean, City Council, they really don't have the power to do this, right?
You're spot on, Kimberly. Only the state, by law, has the power to make gun-free zones. Places like schools, churches, a daycare. Councilmember Mary Waters wants the state to allow cities to make their own gun-free zones, like here in Greektown. Tonight, we want to know more about that idea and what that might look like.
I don't know what the big deal is. We have unique issues here in this city. I mean, crime is escalating a great deal, and especially in this particular area.
Tonight, we're asking City Council member Mary Waters for more detail about her idea to make Greektown, the Riverfront, Hart Plaza, and Spirit Plaza gun-free zones. Waters wrote a resolution, it's still being worked on, that will ask the state to allow cities to set up their own gun-free zones. Right now, the state says schools, hospitals, and sports venues are where CPL holders can't bring a gun.
What is wrong with leaving your gun at home for a period of time? You already do when you go to Comerica Park. You do when you go to Ford Field. Those are gun-free zones.
Waters believes illegal gun carriers will be caught with weapons detectors already used by police. But what about legal gun holders?
And so you're walking around with guns on you, CPL or not, and you start a shootout or something. You've got innocent people, children, senior citizens, pregnant moms. You have all of these things that you have to consider.
Gun right advocates, though, they're clear on this, saying that they would carry CPL for safety, and making a gun-free zone in a public space like this would be a violation of the rights. Now, Kimberly, Council for the second week in a row did discuss this today. However, they have not requested in a resolution the state to allow gun-free zones here in the city. So that's something they're working on the wording on, and it may be coming up for a vote soon. Back to you.
Sean, I wanted to ask you, what about those weapons screeners that you've been talking about? We've been seeing DPD set up. People do not have to go through them.
Very interesting. DPD set up those screeners on the sidewalk, and the officers told us that people do not have to go through them. You can go around them. You can go on the sidewalk across the street. So if you're illegally carrying a gun, you don't have to go through one of those screeners, at least what we saw here in Greektown.
Interesting. Okay, Sean, thank you.
Founders Brewing Company announced the sudden closure of their Detroit tap room. We reported that last night. It came just as a new racial discrimination lawsuit was being filed against them.
A former Founders Detroit employee filed a racial discrimination complaint against the brewing company. The African-American former employee says the tap room had a quote, objectively racial hostile work environment. This is the second time the Detroit tap room has been the subject of a racial complaint.
Got some good news from the UP. Because remember yesterday? Look, the snow has stopped in Marquette. In fact, it had a record-breaking snow yesterday. The town got close to 20 inches yesterday. on May 1st. Not unusual for it to snow in May in the UP, but 20 inches is a ton. Back here at home, we can't shake the rain.
That's right. Let's get over to Kim Adams. Our first look at the forecast. Still a lot of green on that map behind you, Kim.
There is, but it's not blue, and that would be snow. We did have snow last night, especially in the northern parts of Oakland and Macomb counties. It just kind of stuck to garbage cans and patio furniture, things like that. The rest of Metro Detroit saw mostly rain with a few wet snowflakes through the day, and now it is still raining, but it's a very cold rain, and it will continue for the next several hours in Macomb, New Haven, Chesterfield, right along I-94 down to Mount Clemens, and even into parts of Wayne County. It's raining in Grosse Pointe Woods, Grosse Pointe City, Grosse Pointe Park, Hamtramck, and even in the city of Detroit. So we'll widen this back out for you. Drying out right now in Ann Arbor, and eventually in the next several hours, the rain will start to wind down. If you are headed to the Tigers game tonight, oh, it's so cold and damp. 44 degrees. At this point, the game is still on, as far as I know anyway. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s to low 40s by the end of the game. But there's a warm-up, and I can't wait to show you the future forecast in a few minutes.